Hi everyone, welcome back to KG Graves. Today we're in Hackensack Cemetery in Hackensack, New Jersey, USA, and we're here to visit the very famous singer Benny King. More information about Benny coming up soon, and I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for watching.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see, no, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't be afraid, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me, stand by me.
Ben E. King was born Benjamin Earl Nelson on the 28th of September 1938 in Henderson, North Carolina, USA. No name is known for his father, but his mother was called Jenny, née Solomon. He was an American soul and R&B singer and songwriter. Ben was one of 8 children. He had 4 sisters, Gladys, Deborah, Joyce and Stacy, and 3 brothers, Jeffrey, Calvin and Billy. The family moved to Harlem, New York when Ben was 9 years old in 1947. He began singing in church choirs, and in high school he formed the 4 B's, a doo-wop group that occasionally performed at the Apollo Theatre. In 1958, Ben, still using his birth name, joined a doo-wop group called the 5 Crowns. Later that year, the Drifters manager, George Treadwell, fired the members of the original Drifters and replaced them with members of the 5 Crowns. Ben had a string of R&B hits with the group on Atlantic Records. He co-wrote and sang lead on the first Atlantic hit by the new version of the Drifters, There Goes My Baby, 1959. He sang lead on a succession of hits including Save the Last Dance for Me, This Magic Moment, and I Count the Tears. He recorded only 13 songs with the Drifters, 2 backing other lead singers and 11 lead vocal performances, including an unreleased song called Temptation, later redone by Drifters vocalist Johnny Moore. The last of the Ben-led Drifters singles to be released was Sometimes I Wonder, which was recorded on the 19th of May 1960, but not issued until June 1962. After a year of touring with the Drifters, contract disputes arose with Treadwell, in which Ben and his manager, Lovett Patterson, demanded greater compensation. Treadwell refused, and Ben was only hired for studio recordings. On television, fellow Drifters member Charlie Thomas usually lip-synced the songs that Ben had recorded with the Drifters. In May 1960, Ben left the Drifters, assuming the stage name of Ben E. King in preparation for a solo career. Remaining with Atlantic Records on its Atco label, his first release, Show Me the Way, failed to hit the charts. His second effort, A Help Each Other Romance with Laverne Baker, was not a hit either. Ben's first charting single was First Taste of Love. It peaked on the US Billboard at number 53, but it became a bigger hit in the UK, charting at number 27. His first top 10 release as a solo artist was Spanish Harlem 1961. It peaked on the US pop charts at number 10 and on Billboard's R&B chart at number 15. This song wasn't released in the UK until 1992 and only reached 92. Ben's next single, Stand By Me, written with Liebert and Stoller, ultimately would be voted as one of the songs of the century by the Recording Industry Association of America. Ben cited singers Brooke Benton, Roy Hamilton and Sam Cooke as influences for his vocals on the song. Stand By Me, There Goes My Baby, Spanish Harlem and Save the Last Dance for Me were all named in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 500 songs that shaped rock and roll, and each of those records has earned a Grammy Hall of Fame award. In the summer of 1963, Ben had a top 30 hit with I Who Have Nothing, which reached the top 10 on New York's radio station WMCA. Ben's records continued to place well on the Billboard Hot 100 chart until the mid-1960s. British pop bands began to dominate the pop music scene, but he still continued to make R&B hits. Some of these hits include What Is Soul, Tears, 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 and Till I Can't Take It Anymore. In 1975, he made a comeback on the Billboard Hot 100 chart with a disco hit, Supernatural Thing, number 5 on Billboard Hot 100 and number 1 on the Billboard R&B chart. It was also nominated for a Grammy at the 18th Annual Grammy Awards in 1975 for Best Male R&B Vocal Performance. In 1977, Ben collaborated with the Average White Band in releasing the album Benny and Us. The album spawned 2 top 40 R&B hits, A Star in the Ghetto and Get It Up. Ben returned to the Drifters in late 1982 in the United Kingdom and sang with them until the group's breakup and reorganisation in 1986. From 1983 until the band's breakup, the other members of this incarnation of the Drifters were Johnny Moore, Joe Blunt and Clyde Brown. A 1986 reissue of Stand By Me followed the song's use as the theme tune to the movie Stand By Me and re-entered the Billboard Top 10 after a 25-year absence. This reissue also topped the charts in the UK and the Republic of Ireland for 3 weeks in February 1987. The reissue also made Ben the first act to reach the Hot 100's top 10 in the 1950s, 1960s, 1970s and 1980s, either as a member of an act that reached that high, in his case the Drifters, or as a solo act. In 1990, Ben and Bo Diddley, along with Doug Lazy, recorded a revamped hip-hop version of the Monotones' 1958 hit song Book of Love for the soundtrack of the movie Book of Love. He also recorded a children's album, I Have Songs in My Pocket, in 1998, which won the Early Childhood News Director's Choice Award and Dr. Toy's The Institute of Childhood Resources Award. Ben performed Stand By Me on The Late Show with David Letterman in 2007. Amit Ertegun said, "King is one of the greatest singers in the history of rock and roll and rhythm and blues." As a drifter and as a solo artist, Ben has achieved a few #1 hits: There Goes My Baby, Save the Last Dance for Me, Stand By Me, Supernatural Thing, and the 1986 reissue of Stand By Me. On the US pop and R&B charts combined, he achieved 12 top 10 hits and 28 top 40 hits. In the UK, he released 6 singles between 1961 and 1987. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a drifter. He was also nominated as a solo artist. He was also inducted into the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame in 2009. On the 27th of March 2012, the Songwriters Hall of Fame announced that Stand By Me would receive its Towering Song Award and that Ben would be honoured with the 2012 Towering Performance Award for his recording of the song. Ben was active in his charitable foundation, the Stand By Me Foundation, which helps to provide education to deserving youths. He toured the United Kingdom in 2013 and played concerts in the United States as late as 2014 despite reported health problems. Following a brief illness, Ben died at Hackensack University Medical Center on the 30th of April 2015 of natural causes due to a coronary illness. He was 76 years old. In his personal life, Ben married Bette in 1964 and remained married for 50 years. They had 3 children, a daughter, Terris, a son, Benjamin King Jr., and another daughter, Angela, in addition to 6 grandchildren. Many of his songs have been covered by other artists, including So Much Love, which was recorded by Dusty Springfield and many others. I Who Have Nothing was performed by Shirley Bassey in 1963 and also by Tom Jones in 1970, and Spanish Harlem was sung by Aretha Franklin in 1971. Some artists who covered Stand By Me were the Righteous Brothers, Otis Redding, John Lennon, Seal, Florence and the Machine, and Tracy Chapman. Ben released 21 studio albums between 1961 and 2010 and featured on 66 singles either as a solo artist or as part of the Drifters between 1959 and 1992. Let's see where his grave is located.
So there you have it, the grave of the famous singer Benny King, who had that massive hit Stand By Me. As usual, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching, see you on the next one.
Rest in peace, Ben E. King.